Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. And it's for Tuesday, the 28th day of June, 22nd day of Sivan. Here we go. Today we touch the touchy topic of how high a Mechitzah should be when it's in a shul. So Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal was the one who pretty much set the standard for a good from Orthodox shul, and he said that it should reach shoulder height. That's what he called it, and people estimate that to be somewhere between 66 inches or 60 inches. And a lot of people like to quote Rav Moshe as meaning that 60 inches, 5 feet, would be a good minimum for a Mechitzah, according to the opinion of Rav Moshe. If there is a raised floor such that the Mechitzah is 60 inches, but the ladies' section is raised off the ground so that there's a Mechitzah there separating the men, so it's shoulder height for the men, but it's not shoulder height for the ladies, that's a problem. Then it's not, I mean, some shuls will do that, but then you can't call it like a perfect Mechitzah the way Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal wanted it to be. Sometimes you'll be in a situation where, the people in the shul are resisting a full proper Mechitzah, so you should just know that at the bare minimum, if you can't get the people of a certain situation to make a Mechitzah, at the very bare minimum, then you should at least try to separate the genders and have a ladies section and a men's section. We're not saying that that's like the best way to do it, but that's what you should at least try to set up if you can't get the people of the shul to agree on a Mechitzah. What about a glass Mechitzah? Well, glass doesn't make a great Mechitzah for understandable reasons. Rav Moshe said that he would allow it if the women were all dressed modestly. Then the whole point is that the men would be distracted by looking at the ladies, and if they're dressed modestly, then he felt that a glass Mechitzah would at least be acceptable. Not the perfect situation, but acceptable according to Rav Moshe if that's all that you can manage to arrange. A one-way glass is much better, and he ruled on a thing like a one-way glass that would be considered a great Mechitzah. Even if the ladies, some of them were dressed inappropriately, it's still great because it's a one-way glass and the men cannot see the ladies, and so he ruled that would be considered okay. When you're at a funeral, if you can arrange it, it is best to have a Mechitzah at the funeral, but not all funeral places will allow a Mechitzah. So if you can't do that, the next best thing is, like we just said, to at least have two different sections. That would be at least considered better than having no Mechitzah. So Mechitzah would be good if you could arrange it. If you can't arrange it, then the next best thing is to have separate sections. When escorting the coffin outside, there's no Mechitzah necessary at all during the escort of the aron, of the coffin with the body in it. At that point, the Mechitzah is not necessary. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.